Hey guys, welcome to today's video. My name is Kenisha Wallace, and today we're going to talk a little bit about what fabulous credit means. So many of us have the idea that good credit means a high credit score, right? That is a part of having an optimized credit report, credit score. So ideally, your score reflects your activity on your credit report. So it's important that we start with the report. Therefore, then your scores will reflect, right? Because your credit report is in order. There are different components to having a great credit score. First, I'll talk about what these are, and then we'll go into the most important of the 5. Out of the top 5 credit factors, these components consist of your payment history. And payment history is, again, one of the most important factors in your credit report and the score ratio. 35% of that. Then we have the amount owed, which is technically utilization. How much you're using of your credit, and then the balance owed, the amount owed. We have your credit history, the length of history, right? It matters because if it looks like you are a brand new to credit, or the history of it, lenders may not think you're worthy, enough to lend to you. Then finally, we have your mix. You got to have certain things on your report that actually make a difference in your overall score. Super important. And finally, new credit. This is where people just blow me away when it comes to how much credit you actually are applying for. So one thing I'll say is don't apply for credit if you don't need it. For example, when you go into these department stores or whatever, and they're like, you want to save 20%, want to save 10%. This is where you don't need credit, right? But the more you pull your report to get that 10 or 15 or 20% off for that, visit, your scores reflect. So with that being said, out of those 5 components, payment history and utilization are the most important factor to bringing your score up. So if you have credit card debt, if you have things that are lingering, right, go ahead and pay those down. Pay them down. Now, if you don't have the cash to just drop, right, just don't do it. Don't do it. If you cannot just drop the cash right away, don't do it. What you do is you take that total and make a payment plan for yourself. If it's bi-weekly, 2 weeks, every month, whatever, just create a plan and then execute. Okay, you may not see your scores jump like you want them to, because if you set a plan, you're obviously not getting your utilization down right away, but it's going to come down. Now, if you do have the money, what you're going to want to do is factor them out entirety, but utilize your due dates when your credit card due dates are due, especially for revolving accounts that are reporting, which are normally credit cards. Make sure you're paying them on time. Make sure you're setting your auto payment. The minimum auto payment helps a ton. You don't forget about these payments. You literally have them on auto pay. $25 should be good, right? Even if you have 4 credit cards, you already know to set aside that $100, $25, whatever your minimum due is. Clearly, if you have a higher credit utilization, your minimums are going to be high. So factor that in when you set your minimum to auto draft. If you cannot, set an alarm to make sure you get that in. But ultimately, they should be paid, because now you're going to avoid extra fees, right? Late fees. You're going to avoid late fees. With that being said, I hope these tips helped. Randomly, I came to this conclusion. Like, a lot of people think, if your score is low, you can still pull your credit report. You can still apply for things. I wouldn't do that. What you should do is use credit builder accounts. These accounts usually do take personal guarantee. So you do have to, fund something up front to get the credit, but you're utilizing your own money at that point to build your credit. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. On social media, you can find me at Kenisha, period. That's me. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope this helped. Bye for now.